go Cougs.
Yeah, what's up, man? That's right.
Hey, do you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
No,
actually?
go for it.
So I'm doing Instagram content and I'm asking people about their current living situation. Do you currently own or rent your house?
I own my house right now.
You own your house. How long have you been there and how long do you think you'll be living there for?
So I've been here for about 2 years, and I plan on being there for a while. I like it a lot.
Where were you at before? Did you rent before?
No, I had a townhome, or I have a townhome.
So do you rent it out right now?
Yeah, I do rent it out right now.
How's that going?
It's great. I love it, man. You can't beat it.
So you said you've been in your current place for about, do you say 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years.
So what made you, there's a lot of people that are in your situation, are currently in what you went through, being in a townhome, going to a single family. What made you make the change, like decide, because if it was 2 years ago, you probably have a higher rate, right? You don't have like two something. So what made you decide to make that jump?
Well, one, I wanted a single family home and not be in my townhome because I've got kids, so I wanted a little bit more room. I wanted to have a yard. I knew that it was going to be more expensive. It's definitely more than what I was hoping for.
What rate did you have on your townhome or have currently?
I have a 2.69 on my townhome.
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I ask you what you have on your current house?
5.9.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But I'm sure it felt crazy because I bought a house 2 years ago, and I remember when I bought, I thought it was crazy high. But it's actually pretty good compared to where things are at right now, right?
Yeah, I felt like I got in at a decent time considering kind of where things were going, and then the rates just kind of kept going up, so I felt kind of good about where I was at, and they've kind of been around the 5.9-ish range, so I feel good about it.
Obviously, you wanted more space. A lot of people in that situation. What made you make the jump and the decision financially when you were looking at the numbers? What allowed you to just say, like, you know what, we're just going to do it?
I guess a couple things is a lot of people that I had talked to, because I'd been thinking about it for a long time, and everyone kept telling me that they wish they would have never gotten rid of their first house. Since that was my first house, I was like, you know what?
The townhome?
Yeah, the townhome. Felt like I couldn't get rid of it because everyone kept telling me, hang on to it. Some people did say not to hang on to it, but it's basically if I was willing to take the risk or not. And when I kind of did the math about how much I was going to cash flow, take into account the appreciation, everything, I felt like it was worth the risk. Even though my payment is a lot more on my house, I felt like it was worth taking the risk, and I would just do my best to make it work long term.
So you're saying when you say cash flow, you mean the amount of rent that you're getting with the mortgage that you're paying, you're making a good chunk that you can apply towards your new payment.
Right, yeah, exactly. I can use that income to put towards my current payment, or I can put it away and try to get income elsewhere. So basically just doing everything that I can to make it work because I know it'll be worth it long term.
Yeah, having both of them. I mean, I've never sold any of my homes, and that's the best way to acquire wealth. It's just I know a lot of people get scared being a landlord. Like, what has been your experience?
Since I manage mine, I do have to deal with some phone calls and some text messages to do some maintenance or if things go wrong and stuff like that, and I'm fine with that. With just the one, I've got my dad who's a handyman, so I can kind of rely on him and stuff. I know a lot of people like to hire out a property management company. Pretty much, I think it's worth taking the risk. You've got to definitely take into account all the things that you need to do for like maintenance and things that could go wrong, because it's definitely not a cakewalk. It's not perfect, but luckily I haven't had too many issues.
What would you say to people that are in kind of that same situation where they are wanting to buy for the more space, but coming to grips with that higher payment? Sure, you've got rent that you're collecting, but still that higher payment on that new house, it's scary. So how has your perspective changed on that since you bought?
Yeah, it's definitely scary, but I think you just have to look at it like real estate's always going to appreciate. Like, they're just gonna get more expensive pretty much. So the longer you wait, the more expensive it could be. So you kind of just got to jump in eventually. You just kind of get used to it. Like, yeah, it's expensive for sure. You just find a way to make it work because it'll be worth it in the long haul.
And your 5.99 rate, I mean, that's probably seems sky high. And luckily you can refinance it if rates continue to go down. But if you bought a year later, I mean, your rate probably would have been in the sevens, which is crazy. Right. Your payment would probably be $300 more than what it was.
Right.
So really, you're able to lock in a lower rate or a lower payment because you bought the house now at a good price, and if rates do go down in the future, you can refinance in the future, right? So,
Yeah, exactly.
okay. Well, I appreciate your time, man.
Yeah, for
sorry,
sure, man.
sorry for interrupting your doom scrolling.
You're good. Thanks for stopping by. Go Cougs.
Okay, go Cougs.